Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field as we welcome back some of the most memorable players in Chicago Cubs history. Here to help us celebrate opening day, please welcome Hall of Famer, 1977 Rookie of the Year, 1987 MVP, 8-time NL All-Star, the Hawk, Andre Dawson. Hall of Famer, 1984 NL Cy Young Award winner, 3-time All-Star, Fergie Jenkins. Hall of Famer and 7-time All-Star, Lee Smith. Hall of Famer, Cubs All-Century team member, 1961 National League Rookie of the Year, and 6-time NL All-Star, sweet swinging Billy Williams. Making his way to the mound, he's a 10-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glove winner, and a 7-time Silver Slugger. Please welcome Hall of Fame second baseman, number 23, Ryne Sandberg.
Best start in franchise history at 7-0. Their bullpen has been absolutely brilliant. You look at what the Cubs will present in terms of starting pitching matchups. Vasquez and Imanaga today, and then Pivetta will go up against Boyd, Hart, and Ben Brown. But anytime last year Shota Imanaga started at home, it was an event.
It was an event. There's a buzz in the ballpark. Of course, it's the home opener, but especially so with Imanaga on the mound. He was so good last year and so good here in his home ballpark. And so far, so good this year. 4 no-hit innings against the Dodgers in his season debut over in Japan, and then 7 brilliant innings against the Diamondbacks in Arizona. So Imanaga, who got off to that great start last year, had an 0.84 ERA through 9 starts, off to a great start again in 2025.
Cubs hoping to continue their role from the road trip on offense. Jameson Taillon signing for the fans. The Padres are 7-0. We don't care. We're home at Wrigley Field. That's right. Lineup's first pitch coming up.
So good to be back at Wrigley Field, doesn't it? It also feels good for the Cubs coming off of the offensive explosion we saw out of them in Sacramento. A lot of different guys you could point to who had success, but I want to focus in on Seiya Suzuki. 4 homers over a 4-game span. Craig Counsell put it best. He said, we had some oh wow moments with Seiya in Sacramento, and what they love about him, he's more aggressive at the plate, but he is hitting the ball hard. It's something that we've seen out of him, but guys, this rate Yes, it's a small sample, but 54% hard hit rate early. If he can keep that up, good things will happen, Boog.
Yeah, pretty good combo with Tucker and Suzuki as we get ready for the Cubs to take the field. Shota Imanaga, who of course made his major league debut last year, the Cubs home opener against the Rockies, and he was absolutely sensational. Shota leads him out onto the field. What a first year he put together. And already, what a first couple of starts he has put together here in 2025. Happy opening day, happy Shota day here at Wrigley.
Yeah, you know, in a world of what have you done for me lately, we have to be encouraged with what we've seen from Shota Imanaga so far this year after that brilliant rookie season. Check out that note at the bottom of the graphic. 31 starts in his career now, and the Cubs are 24-7 in those games. This will be the second consecutive year he started the home opener. Boog referenced his outing against the Rockies last year, and year number 2 for Shota after signing that 4-year deal with the Cubs.
Well, you think about longest tenured players for the Cubs, and one of the guys you focus on, Ian Happ. He has that love affair with the guys in the left field bleachers. Of course, Bleacher Jeff and company greeting him as Happer makes his way out, tips his cap, and says, looking forward to 78 more of these, everybody.
Yeah, that's kind of their DNA as hitters. A high average. They hit 263 as a club last year. Tops are tied for tops in the National League with the Diamondbacks. They'll do a little slugging. They've been running the bases aggressively.
And here we go from Wrigley Field. Imanaga. Shota is ready and fires. And first pitch swinging and fouling it away is Tatis. And we are underway here at the friendly confines. Fernando Tatis Jr. off to a red-hot start at 423. They decided to plug him into the top spot in their order. JD, things have changed a lot since when you were pitching and the type of guy that would lead off, and now you see more and more teams inclined to put their top hitter or one of their top hitters and a guy with power up top.
Yeah, you like to have slug in the leadoff spot. Ideally, you like a guy who walks a little bit.
Here's the 0-2 now. One of the things we've seen from Imanaga, especially against righties, again, 2 starts, but he's leaning on that splitter even more so far.
Yeah, and I would suspect we're going to see one right here. He's been riding that fastball up in the zone to Tatis. And see if he goes splitter here, tries to finish him off.
0-2 now. Imanaga delivers. And that one off the end of the bat and just foul.
And there's the look on the of the split finger pitch from Imanaga. Last time out against the Diamondbacks, really good. 7 innings, allowed just 1 run. He threw first pitch strikes to better than 70% of the batters he faced. And inducing a lot of weak contact, a lot of pop-ups when he's on his game.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground to third, Shaw charges. And there's one away. Good start for Shota. Hey, it's time now for the keys to the game. They're brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers and by Jim DeShea.
Yeah, home show showed Imanaga last year in this ballpark, a 2.72 ERA. I mean, he was good everywhere, but he was especially good here. The 2-3 punch of Tucker and Suzuki have been red hot lately. The pen is mightier. Well, that can apply a couple different ways. Cubs bullpen good in Sacramento. Padres bullpen has been brilliant through their first 7 games.
Luis Arraez, 3 straight batting titles he has won. On the ground, Bush on the backhand. Imanaga, 2 outs. Michael Bush, who turned into a fine defender at first base, hoping to continue that growth this season.
7 pitches into this game, and the Padres have swung at 6 of them. We talk about the low strikeout rate. They don't walk a ton either. This is a club that collectively likes to swing the bats.
Pitch to Machado, and Manny swinging, and foul tip that into the mitt of Miguel Amaya. Just getting going at Wrigley Field. John Shambi, Jim DeShea's And Taylor McGregor, where else would you rather be? Here's the 0-1.
The numbers from last year here in this ballpark for Shota. 7-2 with a 261. Look, check out the strikeout to walk ratio.
The 1-1 in there, says Shane Livensparger.
Machado didn't like it, but it appeared to catch the bottom of the zone. This pitch is designed to get a swing. Machado lays off a pitcher's pitch right at the notch of the knees.
Here comes the 1-2.
Machado coming off an outstanding year. He hit 275, 29 home runs, batted in 105.
Another 1-2. And that one downstairs, he wouldn't bite. So even up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. And that's pop foul and off out of play.
Shota will use his breaking ball a little bit to the left-handed hitters. Against the righties, it's not exclusively, but almost exclusively fastball, split finger. He didn't like where he left that one. Feels like he got away with one.
Lefty ready and deals. And again, Machado hanging in there spoils that one. A heater at 92.
Yeah, he's trying to put him away with that high fastball, and Machado able to get a piece and push this at bat.
Let's see what he goes with here. Shota fires. And that one misses down and in. Quite a battle between these two.
Yeah, good try there, right? He's been throwing a lot of high fastballs on the split finger pitch. He comes off it, tries to throw a fastball down over the inside part of the plate. Just kind of giving him a little bit of a different look.
Time called by Machado as he steps out. Manny Machado, 32 years old. And a guy who has put together a heck of a career. Good defender at third. Has the slug. The 3-2. And that one is in there. Got him. Machado down on strikes, and Shota gets him 1-2-3. Midway in the first, Padres nothing. And the Cubs coming up to hit. It's the home opener from Wrigley.
Cubs on top 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. So nice to see baseball back at Wrigley Field, but this offseason there was everything but baseball happening beginning in November when Northwestern played their final 2 games here at Addison and Clark, and then on New Year's Eve it was the Chicago Blackhawks who hosted the St. Louis Blues at the Friendly Confines, and then after that, January 3rd and 4th, there was some college hockey played here at the Friendly Confines that they called the Frozen Confines. Little play on words there. I was talking to Dan Kiermaier about all of the work. He feels like every offseason there's more and more, and they love it. It's a challenge for them. But the grass did not get laid until March 12th, so less than a month to get this place prepared for opening day. He said the latest it's ever happened was back in 2018 when they renovated the home clubhouse. So it has been done in a shorter period of time, but this year was certainly longer down the stretch than usual. And then another big adjustment they made is actually in the Cubs dugout right here. We'll show you. One of the benches was removed. So a lot of the players would say if you sat on the back bench, you were not able to see the field, and there wasn't a ton of room in front of that bench where Craig Counsell and the coaches stand. So removing that was a nice welcomed addition by a lot of the guys who are in the dugout every day. Just a lot more room to move around and more visibility of the field, Boog.
Yep, so right now I think we got a little pitch comm situation. Either volume or charging. Shane Livensparger saying, I think I can hear that. I think it's okay. That will not be a visit. And
opportunity for Shota to display the flow.
That's right. The glorious mane. I think the field looks magnificent to what Taylor was talking about. Dan Kiermaier and the guys do an outstanding job. Bogaerts reaching there. The count 1-2 on the shortstop. Xander Bogaerts, it is year 3 in San Diego. Signed 11 years, $280 million. 4 times an All-Star. He hasn't quite been the player with the Padres that he was with the Red Sox. Lefty sets and fires. In the air out towards left center field. That's pretty well struck. Pete Crow Armstrong back, and he reaches out and makes the catch. Oh, what a grab. Up against the wall, PCA. He was running out of room and was able to haul it in.
He is so good out there. He makes difficult plays look easy. He's got this one measured. The question was, would it stay in the ballpark or not? He's running out of room as he gets close to that brick wall. A bit of a collision, but no issues for PCA.
First one to Merrill. He swings and fouls it back. JD, that is a play. That is a hard play, period, full stop. At Wrigley Field, it is way harder than at the other 29 parks because of the brick wall back there.
Yeah, that's a consideration. Don't want to run headlong into a brick wall. That's no fun for anybody. No. Wind is blowing in at 9 miles per hour, so on another day, it's a run on the board for the Padres, but I hang with them for Xander Bogaerts.
Ball to strike, Merrill waits. Here comes Jackson Merrill, who just signed a big contract extension. He finished 2nd in the Rookie of the Year voting. How about that crop? Skeens, Merrill, Churio, and Imanaga. 4 really good players.
Yeah. And, the guys that didn't win it, in the other year, all 3 of those guys putting up numbers good enough to claim that award.
The 1-2. In the air, left field. Happ towards the line, slowing down, and he makes the catch. And the Gold Glover able to haul that one in.
All right, Kyle Tucker, it's your turn. And this ball probably got a little spin taking it away from me, and Happ. He's feeling for the wall. Can't afford to take your eye off the baseball. You know you're running out of room. There's not a whole lot of foul territory in that corner, and there's an appreciative Shota Imanaga.
And now it's Yuli Gurriel. We just saw his brother Lourdes out in Phoenix. Nice play by Happ.
Great concentration.
In the air, center field, playable. PCA. And he's got it. And the Padres go 1-2-3. We're midway in the second. It's 1-0. Back here at Wrigley, we go to the top of the third. It is 1-0. Cubs leading the Padres, and here is Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth and Lockridge, then Maldonado against Imanaga. And Jake takes a strike. Tap towards first. Bush is there. Gobbles it up. Steps on the bag. And there's one away. It's time now for the Miller Lite moment. We take you back to Shota Imanaga's MLB debut. When it was all said and done, 6 innings, 2 strikeouts, 9 Ks, no walks against the Rockies. And, of course, for his warm-up music, he picked the Fratelli's Chelsea Dagger. I think we had a pretty good idea of how much fun he was going to be. As Craig Counsell has alluded to, he is the rare athlete that shows you both the joy and the competitor at the same time. Brandon Lockridge, the 0-1, is cut on and missed. Lockridge, 5th round pick by the Yankees in 2018. He starts in left field today. Fly ball right field, playable for Tucker. And Kyle Tucker makes the grab. There's 2 down.
I don't have much of a book on Lockridge, but I'm going to make a note. And my scouting report says I think he likes to swing at the high fastball. And we've seen a lot of.
Did you make that note?
Mentally.
Okay. And now Martin Maldonado. Fly ball in the air, left field, going back, his hat turning, looking, gone. Maldonado with a home run, and the Padres have tied it up. For Martin Maldonado, his first of the season.
Maldonado on this club because of his ability to handle a pitching staff. He's had a long career without being much of an offensive force, a lifetime 203 hitter, but he does have a little pop, and if you make a mistake, he can make you pay. And this one kind of moves into his happy zone, inner half and up a little bit.
And it just got out into the basket. And now Tatis swings and misses. Line drive and a base hit up the middle. Tatis with a 2-out single to center. So a man aboard in front of Luis Ariz.
What a catch this would have been. Nico Horner laying out to try to snag this line drive. Comes up just a little bit short. Tatis a threat to run aboard. So 2 quick outs and then the home run and solid single by Tatis.
Throw over to first and Tatis back in. Padres have 15 stolen bases, been caught once. Tatis is 5 for 5. See Amaya down on a knee. We were talking about this even with a guy on base. That's the trend we see throughout Major League Baseball. There was a tweet that I saw. Can you say a tweet on X?
Sure.
Yes, I just did. But basically showing that every opening day catcher was going to the one knee stance. I mean, that's how much it's transformed. Everybody's doing it.
Now I got that stuck in my head.
The 1-1, it's fouled away. Come on, JD. Everybody's doing it.
Well, it helps the catcher get low. It's all about framing pitches and determine that it's not a negative in terms of blocking the ball in the dirt, because that's what people thought for the longest time. Mobility is limited.
Travis Sawchik did a great piece just going over the data. There's no information that suggests that there have been more wild pitches, more pass balls, that the ball gets past catchers on a knee more frequently. And the framing part of it's just too valuable. The 1-2. Line softly caught by Swanson. And the inning is over. Padres leave a man. They get the homer from Maldonado, and we're tied up at 1. Top of the 4th, we're tied at 1, and Manny Machado gets set to stand in. Machado, then Bogarts, then Merrill against Shota Imanaga. Machado struck out looking after an extended battle with the lefty.
You ready for a random trivia question, number 1 of the season?
Sure.
Who has more career home runs, Nolan Arenado or Manny Machado?
Oh, that's good. Arenado.
It's a trick question, my friend, because they both have 342.
Oh, JD.
I know.
I almost cursed at you right there.
Feel free. I can handle
The
it.
1-1. Two balls and a strike on Machado. Here comes swing and a miss.
Machado, a strikeout victim first time, got caught looking at a 93-mile-an-hour heater over the inside part of the plate. There was a lot of fastballs up, some splitters, and then took a couple shots at that inside corner and ultimately were able to ring him up.
Here's the 2-2. Fly ball, right field, and Kyle Tucker. 1 out. Hey, folks, it's time to play Mound Ball, presented by Tasty Trade. If the ball stays on the mound, Cubs season ticket holder Doug Berry would win $1,000 in the Tasty Trade jackpot. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I'm not kidding you. Tasty Trade stocks, options, futures, crypto. Sorry, Doug. Lynching Lyman's Park. Xander Bogaerts pops one up, and that'll move off foul, out of play, off to the right.
Hitters just have a hard time squaring up that riding fastball from Imanaga. Maldonado got him, and he will give up some home runs. It's a byproduct of being the fly ball pitcher that he is. It's a style that certainly serves him well on a day like today, typically. And that was certainly the case last year when the wind was blowing in so frequently. But 6 fly ball outs already. And most of them, just kind of lazy fly balls. Bogaerts gave it a pretty good ride his first time up.
Xander Bogaerts' last few years, his performance against lefties has been in decline. Last year against southpaws, he had 223 and slugged 330. The 2-1. Center field, shallow, going out corner, coming on Pete Crow Armstrong, and PCA makes the grab.
Can of corn. So we got the weekend here with the Padres. Then starting Monday, it's a 3-game set with the hard-hitting Texas Rangers. Be here for it. Get your tickets at Cubs.com/tickets. Night game, and then a matinee Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then it's off to L.A. Here's Jackson Merrill. Lashes that one into the gap in left center. It'll bang up against the wall. Pete Crow Armstrong picks it up, fires it into second, and Merrill with a 2-out double. That is a good-looking player.
Yeah,
21 years old. He turns 22 April 19th.
It's a good-looking stroke. He's got power. He runs well. And just a kid. And they just locked him up. A long-term contract extension.
I thought he should have won Rookie of the Year. And I thought he should have won Rookie of the Year because he played the whole year and established a higher wins above replacement than Skeens. Skeens was awesome, but I thought he was better.
I don't have a strong opinion on that either way, Boo. I would either concur or debate you on that point, but I honestly, I think either guy can justify their victory in that.
Yeah. Yuli Gurriel here. Gurriel at 40 years old against righties. Gavin Sheets doing the DHing. Chop towards third. Shaw will glove it and fires him out. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. And when we come back, Dansby Swanson coming up to hit. 1-1 game. It's the home opener here at Wrigley.
That memorable moment brought to you by Prevagen. Michael Busch talking about his first home opener in a Cub uniform, and Dansby Swanson before the game talking about how excited he was for some of his teammates to experience that feeling for the very first time. He said, as a major leaguer, you want to be here on opening day, but it's even more special to be on the field as a member of the Chicago Cubs. There's just a different aura about wearing this uniform, especially on this day. Pretty special, guys.
Yeah, Michael Busch, Matt Shaw, some of the youngsters for Busch's second opening day, for Shaw his first. We'll have to make some memories here today. Jake Cronenworth with a count 0-2. Tell you what, those spikes, Jake Cronenworth. Jake, I love you. You got bad advice there, buddy. I mean, that is just with the sand and the brown and the yellow. That's a no. There's a hard no from me up here in the booth. Fashion police. Sorry. 1-2. I apologize, Jake. Tucker going to get it. Did he hear me?
Take that, Boog.
He's got a double. Him and his lime green highlighter spikes.
Yeah, I mean, if they get you a knock or two, then it doesn't matter whether they match the outfit.
Terrible.
He had just 203 against left-handed pitching last year. He hit one home run all season against lefties. He already has one this year. Came in their opening series against the Braves, so perhaps figured something out against lefties. Perhaps not. We'll see.
Lockridge at the plate, corners creeping in, Busch at first. Lockridge squares, bunted towards third. Shaw picks it up, throw to first in time. So Lockridge puts down the sac bunt.
That just speaks to the conditions here today. Managers, Mike Schilt anyway, willing to play for a run this early in the game. It's the fifth inning, but he's willing to give up the out to get that base runner Cronenworth to third. It's somewhat questionable with your 9-hole hitter coming up. He did homer last time. Pitch clock violation on Shota.
Yep. So now the infield comes in, and Maldonado shortening to bunt. All right, how about this note right here? Since 1901, the most homers from the 9 spot in the order. Here's your leader. Take me to your leader, Martin Maldonado. A home run. On the ground, Swanson coming home, and they got Cronenworth hung up. And Matt Shaw puts the tag on him. Well done. Infield in pays off, and they prevent the run from scoring.
And Cronenworth going on contact here. Dansby quickly unloads, and now it's just a matter of executing that rundown and doing it quickly enough where the back runner can advance. And Maldonado, he's not a speedy guy anyway. You just don't botch the rundown, and you're going to be in good shape.
So now a man at first and 2 down, and the batter is Tatis. That's chopped to third. Shaw's been busy. He'll go the short way to Horner. And he's getting over. So the leadoff double doesn't hurt Imanaga. We're midway in the 5th.
シカゴ、カブスに光をもたらす奇跡の左腕。メジャーを完全支配する日が来た。聖地リグリー。フィールドが歓喜に震えた。誰もが目を疑い。息を飲んだ圧倒的なパフォーマンス。シカゴ、カブスの救世主となったのは、我らが誇る日本の至宝。左腕エース、今永昇太だ。2025年。日米の野球史に新たな伝説が刻まれたその瞬間を目撃した観客は興奮と感動の渦に巻き込まれた。今久志はこの試合で6回を投げ、被安打はわずか4本、失点は1点のみという驚異的な投球内容を披露。しかも預かし球はゼロという完璧な制球力を発揮し、打者2人から三振を奪った。投球数はわずか73球、そのうち56球がストライクゾーンを射抜いたという。 まさに芸術的とも称される驚愕のコントロールを見せつけたのである。これにより、今季の防御率は驚異の 1.06 にまで下がり、メジャーリーグのエース級投手たちが束になってもかなわない圧倒的な成績を維持している。今久しの回答にスタンドが歓喜に沸く中、シカゴの街全体が一つになった。古豪カブスが復活するための切り札、チーム再建を担う救世主としてメジャーリーグに降臨した今久しの存在は、地元ファンの心を掴んで離さない。日本から来た伝説の左腕と地元メディアから称賛される今久しは、まるで映画の主人公のようなカリスマ性を放ちながら、シカゴの新たなヒーローとして迎えられたのである。今日のピッチングは神が勝っていたと試合後、シカゴカブスの監督が感激しながら語った。彼の冷静さ、ピンチにおいても崩れないメンタルの強さは、間違いなくチームを支える大きな柱になっている。彼なしでは今季の好成績はありえなかったと絶賛の嵐。アメリカメディアもこぞって、今永昇太はメジャーリーグを席巻する新世代のスーパースターだと称えた。序盤から今久しは完璧なまでの集中力で相手打者を圧倒。初回、快速球を巧みに操り、次々と打者のタイミングを狂わせていく。その独特な投球フォームから繰り出される切れ味抜群のストレートは、まさに魔球と呼ぶにふさわしい威力を秘めていた。バッターがバットを振り抜く瞬間には、ボールはすでにキャッチャーミットに吸い込まれている。打者はただ呆然と立ち尽くすばかりだった。特に圧巻だったのは4回表。先頭打者を2ストライクに追い込んだ後、緩急自在のチェンジアップを低めに決め、打者のバットを空を切らせた。その美しすぎる軌道に、球場全体がざわめき、実況アナウンサーも、まさに世界最高峰の投球術、と声を震わせた。この回の次の打者もまた、内角高めの絶妙なストレートで見逃し三振に倒れ、相手チームは完全に戦意喪失状態。今久しの一挙一動が、観客の視線を釘付けにして離さなかった。5回裏、味方打線が逆転に成功すると、今久しはさらなる集中力を見せた。6回のマウンドでも表情一つ変えず、淡々と投球を続けるその姿は、まさに達人の領域。相手チームの主力打者を簡単に内野ゴロやフライアウトに仕留めていき、チームにさらなる勢いをもたらした。終盤まで安定感を失わずに、堂々たるピッチングでチームを勝利へと導いた今久しに、観客席からは割れんばかりの大歓声と拍手が送られた。これまで日本のプロ野球界で輝かしい実績を残してきた今久しは、昨年のオフにメジャーリーグ挑戦を表明。数々の MLB 強豪チームが争奪戦を繰り広げる中、シカゴ、カブスが熱烈なオファーを送り、ついに彼を獲得した。入団直後から周囲の期待は大きかったが、それをはるかに上回るパフォーマンスを連発し、瞬く間にチームの柱となっているのだ。今久し自身は常に謙虚な姿勢を崩さない。今日の結果はチームメイトやファンのおかげです。自分一人の力ではありません。と試合後に笑顔で語ったその姿は、まさにスポーツマンシップの模範。シカゴの人々はもちろん、日本のファンたちも彼のその謙虚な人柄とストイックな姿勢に、ますます魅了されるばかりである。歴史あるメジャーリーグの舞台で、日本の投手がここまで圧倒的な投球を見せつける日が来るとは、一体誰が予想できただろうか。大谷翔平やダルビッシュ有といった先輩投手たちが切り開いてきた道を、今永昇太がさらに強力に押し広げ、新時代を築いているのである。シカゴ、カブスの誇り、日本野球界の至宝、そしてメジャーリーグの未来を背負う男、今永昇太の伝説は、これからもさらに輝きを増し、世界を席巻していくことだろう。彼がマウンドに立つその瞬間を見逃すな。今永昇太の投げる一球一球が、まさに野球史を塗り替える瞬間となる。その奇跡の軌道を見届けるために、世界中の野球ファンが今、彼の左腕に注目している。